While the world braces for a slowdown, India is pulling ahead again. The International Monetary Fund just raised India's GDP growth forecast to 6.4% in both fiscal year 26 and 27, reaffirming India's title as the world's fastest growing major economy. The revision: plus 20 BPs for fiscal year 26, plus 10 BPs for fiscal year 27. The reason? A more benign external environment, said the IMF. Translation: tariff risks fell, global inflation is easing, financial conditions improved, and yes, India front-loaded exports like a boss. But Donald Trump just threw a wild card into the mix, warning that India could face 20 to 25% tariffs if a bilateral deal isn't finalized soon. Here's the scoreboard for fiscal year 26. India 6.4%, China 4.2%, emerging markets average 4%, US 2%. So basically the global average 3.1%. India is not just growing, it's actually outgrowing. With India projected to remain the world's fastest growing major economy, its upcoming trade pact with the UK couldn't come at a better time, giving Britain a front row seat to the decade's biggest growth engine. We have covered this UK-India digital partnership in depth on Front Page. Please go ahead and check it out if you haven't already. So we'll come back to what the geopolitical tensions and tariffs are, because inflation is actually weighing down the global economy. India is riding a different wave. Public investment push, rising consumption, structural reforms in jobs, trade, infrastructure, labor, reskilling, and land reforms are all underway. As the IMF puts it, India's reform momentum is the growth engine. The IMF isn't sugarcoating the big picture. The global environment is still fragile. Tariffs could bounce back. Trade deals may unravel demand for stockpiled exports, which could drop. Geopolitical shocks could spike commodity prices for India. What this means is resilience isn't guaranteed. It actually must be engineered. India's stable growth reflects reform momentum, investment, and robust consumption. This was said by IMF's division chief, Dennis Egan. What must India do next? That's the question. Continue labor reskilling, remove red tape, expand the social safety net, invest in education and infrastructure, unlock private sector productivity. In short, growth needs depth, not just speed. So while the United States wrestles with inflation, China with demand, and the EU with stagnation, India is doing something very rare: growing with stability. From New Delhi to Davos, that's catching the world's attention. So, are we seeing the beginning of India's economic decade? What's your take on IMF's projections? Please drop a comment. This is Front Page by AIM TV. Like, share, subscribe, and also do let us know if you're going to Cypher 2025. Yes, it kicks off from the 17th of September to the 19th of September at KTPO, Whitefield, Bengaluru. It is where the AI magic unravels in a wonderful way. It is India's biggest AI summit and expo. Be there. And always remember, think AI, think AIM.